Access your free language gifts right now before they expire. First, the Having a Party PDF cheat sheet. With this cheat sheet, you'll learn words and phrases like would you like a drink, guest, dessert, and more. Second, must-know phrases for rejecting invitations. This 1-minute lesson will teach you phrases like, sorry, I already have plans, I'm tired, and more. Third, summer plans conversation lesson. Go travel, relax at the beach, stay at home and sit on the internet. You'll learn how to say these and other summer plans in your target language. Fourth, must-know Father's Day vocabulary. Can you say Father's Day in your target language? You'll be able to with this quick 1-minute vocabulary lesson. Fifth, the Summer Season Writing Workbook. With this printable PDF, you'll learn all the must-know summer words and phrases. And you'll be able to practice writing the phrases out as well. Download it for free right now. And sixth, tired of apps that just teach you random words? With our innovative language learning app, you learn through conversations and start speaking in minutes because our conversation lessons are just 3 to 15 minutes long. Learning is that easy. Download it for free for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire. Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is the power of specificity and knowing what you want. If you don't know exactly what you want from the language you're learning, then chances are you might fail. Sounds harsh, but it's true. In fact, not being specific with what you want is the #1 mistake beginner language learners make. And that's why today you'll discover how being specific transforms you into a better language learner, how to change your learning approach and speed up your progress, how to apply these tactics with our learning system, and much more. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Having a Party PDF cheat sheet. With this cheat sheet, you'll learn words and phrases like would you like a drink, guest, dessert, and more. And second, the Summer Season Writing Workbook. With this printable PDF, you'll learn all the must-know summer words and phrases. And you'll be able to practice writing the phrases out as well. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. And here are this month's updates for our language learning system. Learning pathways now include a journey widget, which shows your overall language learning progress, the next item widget, which shows you the next lesson to take, and your overall grade for the pathway. Just access one of your learning pathways on your dashboard to see these changes for yourself. And there's also the brand new Help Center to help answer and resolve any issues that you might have. Just click on Help Center and FAQ down in the footer menu of the site. The power of specificity and knowing what you want. Part 1. The power of specificity. Think back for a second. Was there something you really wanted to buy when you were a kid that you had to save up for? Maybe a game or a toy? Chances are you eventually got it, and the main reason you were able to get it is because you knew exactly how much you needed to save, and it was a matter of time until you saved up for it. So what does this have to do with learning a language? Well, because you had a specific price to aim for, you were being specific about what you wanted. This kind of specificity is a powerful way to reach almost any goal, including learning a language. How exactly? For example, think about the kind of New Year's resolutions that people set every January. Resolutions like, I want to learn a language, or I want to become fluent. These goals tend to be very vague and unrealistic, right? And these same people quit 1 week into January. But it's much easier and faster to reach more specific goals. Goals like speak for 3 minutes in your target language or learn 100 words in a month. Why? That's because you define the progress. You know exactly what you're looking for. 3 minutes, 100 words. Kind of like the price of that one thing you really wanted as a child. So having that specific number in mind is crucial, and you'll always think about it. You'll always know how far off you are and when you'll hit it. Whereas becoming fluent someday, well, what does that even mean? And how would you even know you reached it? It's hard to be obsessed with a goal when there's no specific point to aim for. So without a specific number, you'll never know what you're aiming for. And this brings us to the second point. Part 2, the power of knowing what you want. Do you know what you want from the language? Think about that for a second. You might be tempted to say, yes, I just want to speak and understand everything. But you're still being vague, which is the #1 sign of not knowing what you want. And the truth is, most beginners don't know what they want from the language either, aside from some vague goals. They'll get a textbook, download an app, and watch YouTube videos, just passively take things in, but their progress will be slow. They're not looking for anything specific, so nothing really sticks except for a few words. But let's say you wanted to know how to introduce yourself in that target language, so you know what you want. And then it's just a matter of mastering all the phrases for introductions. You'll learn it fairly fast. Same thing if you want to be able to talk about your family. Same thing if you want to master a specific grammar point that you still don't quite get. And once you've mastered this specific piece, you can go on to the next one, and you end up mastering more and more of your target language, all because you're being specific and know what you want. Now, all of this sounds simple, but it's not a beginner tactic. It's something that comes to you with time and experience. As mentioned, most beginners don't know what they want and rely on their apps and textbooks to guide them instead. That's just how we all learn as beginners. We don't know enough to start asking questions. But there are ways you can start being specific and intentional about your approach. Again, one of the best ways to make progress in your target language is to define what that progress is and be super specific about it. For example, learning 100 words in a month, speaking 3 minutes in your target language, or mastering a specific grammar point so you can use it freely in conversation. And the reason for that is because you have a specific goal or number, you know exactly what to look for, whether it's reaching 100 words or 3 minutes. And without a specific number, you'll never know what you're aiming for. So if you want to get a bit more specific with your learning, here are a few things you can do. Part 3. How to apply these tactics. 1. Set small, measurable monthly goals. For example, learn 100 words in 1 month. Finish 30 lessons inside of our learning pathway in 1 month. Send 1 message a day to your Premium Plus teacher. All of these are specific. 2. Ask questions and note down specific points you don't quite get. The fact is, you'll always come across words or grammar patterns that you don't quite get. So note them down and ask questions whenever possible. This will help you come up with specific items you'd want to tackle or master within the language. You can always ask us in the comment section of the lessons or your Premium Plus teacher if you're a Premium Plus member. 3. Similar to number 2, if you're learning with an actual teacher, always prepare a question to ask, even if you can't think of a good one. This puts you in the habit of being proactive and looking for specific points you want to learn, clarify, or practice. Otherwise, it's like coming to class, taking notes, and leaving, and then forgetting it all later. 4. Take time to think about what you'd like to accomplish specifically with the language. For example, if you're learning for a specific reason, like travel, then give yourself specific goals, like learn how to ask about prices or ask for directions. It doesn't have to be anything big. In fact, the smaller and more specific it is, the better. If you want to learn the language but are still struggling with making time to sit down and learn and making language learning a routine, there's a quick 2-minute solution to your problem. The 2-minute hack for learning and easily sticking with it. And in this guide, you'll discover 1. The 2-minute rule and why that's all you need to get a routine going. 2. How to learn the language in just a few minutes a day. 3. Which language tools you can use, including free ones, and much more. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. So, why are 2 minutes all you need to get started? First, you may already be thinking that 2 minutes aren't enough to learn anything. And you're not wrong, but that's not what the 2-minute rule is all about. The 2-minute rule comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And the way it goes is, if you want to form a new habit or routine, you should do it for just 2 minutes a day. Why? Well, those 2-minute rules are all about practicing showing up and making language learning super easy to start. So pick something easy that you can do for 2 minutes. And we'll reveal a few ways you can learn for just 2 minutes in just a bit. If you can show up and put in 2 easy minutes consistently, you now have a routine that you can improve upon. Now you can learn a bit more challenging things past those 2 minutes, and now you have a solid routine going. In other words, the 2 minutes act like a gateway routine. Do the easy stuff for 2 minutes. If you can master showing up and doing 2 minutes, then you can move on to the more challenging things like grammar, reading, or drilling vocabulary. But if you never master showing up, you'll be like the millions of language learners that set a New Year's resolution and failed it 3 days later. Now, how can you put in just 2 minutes a day? If you're learning with our system, you can. This is a free service that sends you new words every day, improves your vocabulary, and you can easily spend 2 minutes reading through the word, the examples, listening to the pronunciation, and saying it out loud. Not quite 2 minutes, but it comes close. Our 3-minute lessons are a lesson series for absolute beginners, where you learn conversational phrases in just 3 minutes and start speaking the language right away. And you'll find the pathway for these lessons in our lesson library. Just look for vocabulary lists in the vocabulary drop-down menu on the site. You'll find hundreds of lists for common topics like greetings, talking about weather, everyday life, must-know phrases for conversations, and much more. And you can spend 2 minutes picking up new words or saying them out loud. The dialogue tracks are 10 to 30-second tracks with just the lesson conversation. So if you want to listen to native conversations or just review a conversation from a previous lesson, you can easily spend 2 minutes listening to one on repeat or several and train your ear and get accustomed to native speech. We email out freebie cheat sheets every month, so if you're on our email list, you should be getting them. And just spend 2 minutes reviewing the words and phrases on the cheat sheets. These cheat sheets are a great way to learn a bit of language in just a few minutes a day. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. If you're learning the language, then you already know that spaced repetition flashcards help you learn words fast. But what if you used them for phrases and sentences too? You'd be able to speak way more, because that's how we all speak, through phrases and sentences. How to boost your conversations with spaced repetition flashcards. And in this guide, you'll discover how to do just that. You'll learn where to unlock hundreds of free phrase lists, how to master phrases fast with spaced repetition flashcards, and bonus learning tricks built into our flashcards. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. So, if you want to master sentences and phrases for conversations with spaced repetition, the best places to start are our free vocabulary and phrase lists, which you can find in the vocabulary drop-down menu on the site. Just look for lists that contain phrases such as the 10 lines you need to introduce yourself, top conversational phrases, daily routines, and much more. Then select all the phrases, click Add Selected Words to Flashcards, and then New Deck to create a flashcard deck for these phrases. You'll need premium access or a free lifetime account with our free 7-day premium trial.